Welcome to the 1 minute video. We are here with Mandy Dyonne. She is a runway coach. Just to do something a little bit different today, we kicked Brian out. We were going to interview Mandy.
I'm still here.
Since she works with some of the top runway models here in New York City, is talk with her about what it takes for these men and women who come to New York to be models to be successful. Mandy can just give a little bit of background about who she is and how she ended up doing such a cool job.
I'm from Amsterdam and I modeled I started when I was 14 years, and I did the dance academy where I learned a lot about posture. And yes, good, very good. And I love teaching, and there were a lot of models like, can you teach me some walks? And I was like, hey, I can make a job out of it. I became a runway coach and worked for Elite and different agencies also in New York. How to start as a model? I mean, I think it's most important is to have a good portfolio. I mean, it can be really simple. They want to see you as natural as possible. No makeup, basic shirt, 2 blind brother shirts, the best, be unique.
What do you mean by that someone should be unique?
I mean, just be yourself and don't pretend to be someone else.
Yeah, and and why is that? Because that helps you just connect with people.
It's really important to be fun to work with. If a photographer works with you and then he thinks like, oh, that was fun, then he will remember you.
So now let's just take me for example. You know, you have this guy, he's way better looking than his brother, and he puts together a portfolio, and now they're starting to talk to agencies to get some representation. What do you think they can do to help themselves out, get with a good agency or selecting the right agency?
Online there's models.com. They're all good agencies. Once you're in an agency, just prepare yourself. Like do a runway coaching. So the next step is go to castings. They will send you out to different castings, and then casting director will hire you for a show or for a shoot. Sometimes you have to say no to things in order to get the better jobs.
Gotcha.
But the agencies will say like, oh yes, you can do this or could do that because they have the experience.
Gotcha.
And always be available. And just start when you're ready, because for one season, if you're not available, then the next season they will say, oh, sorry.
Is there anything a model can do to help book jobs when they are out on castings?
If you've done everything you can, it's up to the casting directors. They also look for a certain type of look. Either you have it or not, but don't take it personal. It's not like selling a cup of coffee that someone doesn't like your coffee and you're like, okay, but it's selling yourself or your look and somebody doesn't like it, then you're like, no. I think the most useful tip is you want to have the first impression, like, whoa, who's he or who's she? So what I always say is like, just think of there's a little bit of water on the floor, and with every step there's this splash, splash, splash. So I'm gonna step in like, hey, here am I, but just energy, just a little bit more energy. You're
sort of walking with purpose and walking with confidence.
Yeah, it's also really important to have patience or to be patient, because it doesn't matter if it doesn't happen now, it can happen in a couple of months or maybe a year. They look for that specific look. If you never try, you never know. My website is runwaycoachnyc.com. Instagram is runwaycoach.
I'm gonna start walking a little bit differently now. I'm gonna have a leg up on Brian. This was awesome. I really appreciate it, and thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.